My name is David Sapsowitz. For my PowerPoint presentation, I will be talking about librarians that have been portrayed in motion pictures from the silent era to the present. Over the years, librarians have been portrayed in motion pictures, but they are not all the same. Some are portrayed as old maids, some are portrayed as young and pretty. Sometimes they can be the main character of the film or just a supporting character. In this PowerPoint presentation, we will focus on the positive side of librarians, starting with librarians from the silent era and work our way up to the present. Dating all the way back to the silent era, there have been some movies made that featured librarians as main characters, but most of them are lost. The oldest surviving film to feature a librarian as a lead character is called The Blot. In this movie, Emilia has curly hair, wears a low-cut blouse, and no glasses. This is not your usual stereotypical librarian. She is a very pretty girl. Now, let's look at librarians in the 1930s. In this decade, there are two movies that pretty much stand out. One is called No Man of Her Own. In this movie, Connie wears a low-cut v-neck blouse and a skirt just below the knee. She is also seduced by a man wanted by the police. Another movie is called Navy Blues. In this one, Doris wears her hair in a bun, wears a high-neck collar, long skirt, and very sensible shoes. In the beginning, she's just a plain Jane librarian, but later she changes her looks after getting to know Rusty the sailor. She dyes her hair red and wears a low-cut blouse and high heels. Sometimes, librarians are not always portrayed as the mild and shy type. They can be portrayed as an aggressive villain. A good example of this is in the movie Weird Woman. Here, Ilona is a college librarian, but she's also a delusional lover and evil manipulator who seeks to destroy her ex-boyfriend's marriage by any means necessary, including blackmail. In the 1950s, there are two movies that deliver a good example. First, there's Desk Set. In this movie, the main characters are not actual librarians. They work in a reference library. They also wear professional clothing that is not worn by a normal librarian. Next, there's Storm Center. The lead character, Alicia Hall, wears sensible clothes, but her personality is aggressive when it comes to book banning. A classic scene has her slapping a young boy when he calls her a communist. Now, we'll take a look at The Music Man. Marion is always thought of being the perfect example of an uptight librarian, but she is anything but. She wears stylish clothes and is extremely outspoken. Next, we have Foul Play from the 70s. In this movie, Goldie Hawn plays Gloria. When she is working, she wears professional clothing, such as a blazer and skirt, and she wears glasses. When she's not working, she dresses in long comfy skirts and loses the glasses. Her character in this movie is a little similar to her character on the TV series Laugh-In, but a little bit ditzy. Now we're going to look at librarians that were portrayed by men. First, we have Something Wicked This Way Comes, which gives us the first example of a stereotypical male librarian. Mr. Holloway is wise, old, and spends most of his time at the library. Another movie is called Offbeat. In this movie, Joe Gower has a special way of working. He wears roller skates and listens to his Walkman while shelving books. One of the first examples to demonstrate how working at the library can be considered a punishment is in the movie Party Girl. Mary, a good-time girl, gets thrown in jail. Then her godmother bails her out. To pay back her godmother, she must work at the library. Mary is not your stereotypical librarian, since she wears flashy clothes. Another movie is called The Mummy. In this movie, Evelyn is an Egyptologist, who may be klutzy, but she knows her history. A famous quote from this film is, "I am a librarian." Finally, we come to the 2000s. First we have the Librarian TV movie series, which stars Noah Wyle as Flynn Carson, a handsome, intelligent, and adventurous librarian. He is sent on multiple missions to retrieve stolen artifacts. Another movie is called Bookies. This is about 4 college students who use the library as a secret place to conduct their book gambling business. Jude, who does work at the library, uses unread books as a secret place to collect the winning money. A very awkward movie is called Chainsaw Sally. Sally wears her hair in a bun, wears sensible shoes, a loose-fitting blazer, and skirt, like a normal librarian would. But sometimes, she goes off her rocker and kills people who don't respect the rules of the library. As you can see, librarians are not always portrayed as the old maid spinster type. Some are young, nice, pretty, adventurous, and funny. Some may be portrayed as old and wise, but that doesn't mean they are the shh kind of person. Librarians, however, are always portrayed as the champions of justice.